Hi, I'm Tom Kraeuter.
And I'm Nick Coetzee.
I'm Grant Norsworthy. This is Worship Think Tank.
Well, Grant, looks like we have a question from down under.
From Australia?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Let's have a listen.
Right, Tom, lean in here, man. We'll check it out.
Okay.
If I can push the right button.
Hello, my name is Andrew Dicuwollah, and I am a worship leader at Rhema Family Church in Brisbane, Australia. I was just wondering, how can we better integrate harmonies into some of our newer songs that are coming out from different worship bands and different churches, especially when the sound has little to no focus on harmonies? Is there a place for vocal harmonies in modern worship music?
Wow, good question, Andrew. What do you think, guys?
I think it's a very good question. I might just take a stab at it. Being that I've spent a lot of time in studios working with singers and thinking about background vocals, and do we add a harmony here? Do we just do one harmony? Do we add a choir? I think a lot comes down to, what was the original intention, and if there was only one harmony on the song, but we actually have a full choir in our worship team and 6 front singers, then I think that it's okay to add harmony. It's just not about making it, heavily 3-part harmony all the way through. Otherwise, it changes the original style of the song and maybe ends up sounding very Southern gospel when it was really more contemporary. So what I tend to do is I go, hey, let's cover the melody, add more melody, and then maybe in a strong section where there may not have been a harmony on the CD, but let's see what it sounds like. And ahead of time, before the rehearsal, I would have 2 singers in there and say, hey, let's see what 3-part harmony sounds like just on the chorus. And if it feels good, then I tend to just throw it in. So if it sounds good, use it. If it doesn't sound good, takes it away from the original intent of the song, then I just leave it out. So that's my take on it.
Wait, so he's talking about harmony vocals. I thought he was talking about harmonicas or something.
Harmonicas.
Because I'm thinking, how are we going to add harmonicas? Harmony vocals, I get it. Okay.
You're from Australia and you didn't get that?
Well, okay, Tom, what do you think?
I would say that it really depends on the individual church, what they're accustomed to. I mean, whether we like it or not, every church has a style, if I can say it that way, of how they're accustomed to doing songs, doing music. And if it's going to put it way outside of their norm by adding or not adding harmonies, then as long as the melody line is intact, that to me is the biggest issue. That's what people are going to remember. If we change, whether it's harmonies or even the arrangement of the song, 90 to 95% of the people in the congregation are never going to notice. They're just not. But the melody line, as long as that's there. So whatever's normal in your congregation, I think from that perspective is what you really need to look at, not to try and emulate what somebody else has done.
Yeah,
good point.
Mm.
What do you think, Grant?
I'm going to take a step back from Andrew's question because I think there's a couple of other things going on here. If you take someone who considers themselves a vocalist and you put them on a platform in front of a church congregation and you hand them a microphone, they, at least to some degree, consider themselves singers. They enjoy singing, perhaps more than most of the people in the congregation. And those people who enjoy singing often have tasted the higher joy that they get for themselves from singing harmony vocals. They love it. People who love singing harmony vocals. If they can do it and do it well, it sounds great to be part of something bigger than ourselves. That said, I often see singers on the platform leading a congregation to sing the melody and adding way too many harmonies, disguising the melody. And if the mix engineer is mixing all these vocals evenly, you end up being hit with like the intro of Bohemian Rhapsody. No one knows what to sing. They just go, wow, I'm going to listen to that, because listen to that wall of vocals. So, Andrew, I'm going to say, take a step back, mate, and think about why you're adding harmonies. And if you are going to be adding harmonies, do it thoughtfully, do it sparingly, and for goodness sake, please make sure the front of house engineer knows who is going to go to a harmony so their vocal microphone is mixed a little softer. If you have harmony vocals all the time through songs, which a lot of singers would want to do, it loses its impact. Save it for the bridge. Save it for the last choruses when you know people are singing. Also, you're saying, a lot of these newer songs come out and they don't have many harmony vocals on them. A lot of harmony vocals is a thing that some people like in music and a lot of people don't. And I'm going to stick my neck out here. There's an old school approach to harmony vocal that is alienating a lot of younger people. Save your moment for that big choir sound, 3-4 part harmony thing, like loads of voices. Some people love that, some people don't. Which is going to invite your congregation? I'm going to echo something that Tom said. Which is going to invite your congregation to engage? But understand this, not many people in the congregation know how to sing harmony vocals. So let's not disguise the melody with too many harmonies. Let's make sure that people are absolutely clear that they're being invited to sing the melody with us. So harmony needs to serve that melody. What do you think, guys? Is that fair enough?
I think
Great
so. If we overwhelm the song with the harmonies, so that the people in the congregation, that's what they hear, they are kind of like you said, they're out there going, what am I supposed to be singing?
I guess I'm supposed to listen.
Right,
Right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
so they're struggling if they don't have that clear voice that says, here's where you're supposed to go.
Yeah. So harmonies are great. Use them well. And here's my other pet peeve about harmony vocals. I see a lot of singers on the platform at church services, and they're doing what I call fly fishing for vocal harmony. It's not rehearsed properly. They're going, zzz, is there a harmony out there? Nope. Zzz, is there a harmony out there? No.
Wasn't that one?
If you have not really solidly worked out what the harmony vocals are, just sing the melody. You're going to distract this. You're going to train wreck this, right? Anyway, Andrew, I hope that helped. I hope that's helpful. I hope it's helpful for other people too, right? But that's the think tank's take on vocal harmony.